welcome to the Improved Garage YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button. So today I'm just going to do a quick unboxing. I have a couple different Irwin tools over here, and I've started kind of swapping out some of my hand tools in my cabinet. A couple years ago I built a collection of snap-on tools as I worked for a place where I had a dealer that was coming to me all the time, and now I've moved. I don't really have a dealer available to me anymore, and I'm just looking at new tools. So I swapped out my snap-on screwdrivers for Weras. I did a previous video on that, and I was looking into diagonal cutting pliers to replace a pair of snap-ons that I broke, 86 CFs, which snap-on will replace these. I just need to find a truck. I came into I was looking at Casey Tool and looking at Nipix and Wea and a couple other brands, and I was really leaning towards Nipix, and then I read a review or watched a video on YouTube, and that review kind of compared a bunch of different brands. They were looking at Southwire, they were looking at Klein, they were looking at a bunch of different ones, and Irwin seemed to be a really, really good value. And they're sold at Lowe's, they're available locally, and I have a pair of Irwin strippers that I've had for a long time that have been really good. So I picked up a couple pair of Irwin diagonal cutting pliers. I got these, which are 7-inch diagonal cutting pliers that I really like, actually. I've used them quite a bit. They're nice and loose from the beginning, so I didn't have to like work them, which you do have to do with a new pair of snap-on pliers. There isn't a lot of play back and forth. I mean, there's a little bit more than a new pair of snap-ons, but the break strength and the the testing that was done in the video, and I'll try to find the video and do a link in the description, but the testing that they did in the video showed that these perform really, really well, and they're not expensive. They're like 15 or 16 bucks. You know, these are like, I think 40 or 50 bucks. I did pick up these as well, and they're cable cutters. So they look like they could do 4-gauge pretty easily, but that's about it for the biggest size. I just thought they were kind of cool, so I picked those up too. So I was looking for a pair or a set of small pliers, like pliers for working on whatever more fine projects. And I picked this set up from Amazon. It wasn't that expensive. I think it's 60 bucks or something like that. I'll post the link in the description to it. But they're Irwin Vice Grip mini pliers, and they come in this nifty case. So these came in the mail today from Amazon. They're 2-day Prime. They actually showed up in 2 days, unlike a lot of things right now. So they come in this nice case, zipper all the way around. It's kind of hard but soft, like the headphone case I talked about, where you can squeeze it and I can dent it in, but it's still like a soft touch material. And then opening it up, here's what's inside. So these seem pretty cool. It's my first time opening them, obviously. So they have a short pair of needle nose with cutters. They have a long pair of needle nose without cutters. They have these right angle needle nose pliers, just like that. There is a pair of, well, there's 2 pairs of dikes. These ones are flush cutters. So those are flush cutters, and then there's a pair that is not flush cut. That's just a regular pair of dikes or diagonal cutting pliers. These are more like a lineman's plier, but tiny. And then they also have a set of nippers in here. So these would be the nippers. And there is a pair of flat pliers. So all in all, I've been really impressed with the Irwin tools. The diagonal cutting pliers, the 7-inch that I showed, were really nice. I do have a couple pairs of these. I guess they wouldn't be called channel locks because channel lock is a brand, but they're channel locks, adjustable pliers, and these work really well. I have 3 sets of them, 2 large and 1 small. I think they're really nice, and I've had these for a number of years, and I really have never had a single issue with them. I've just been pretty impressed. I think that they make some nice tools. So I picked these up, and I'll post a link in the description. I did also get 2 pairs of vice grips, like OG original vice grips. These have the soft handles on them. So these are a 10-inch, and then these are a 6-inch needle nose. And these were also pretty cheap. They came from Amazon, but they've got the soft grips on them, which are nice. And you know, I've been using this set of Pittsburgh ones for a number of years, and these really don't owe me anything, but the jaws are pretty loose, and they've got grind marks and stuff all over them from using them while I was dremeling something. And so really, my stepson is trying to increase his tool collection, you know, and trying to get more and more things. So I've been guiding him in the right direction for things that he's buying, and then also at the same time trying to give him some of my old tools and stuff, and that gives me an excuse to replace them and play with new tools too. So I'd say it's not, there's this little bit of self-serving to it, but I'm giving him tools, you know. So I bought the new Milwaukee Impact and drill, and I gave him my old Milwaukee Impact and drill. You know, I gave him a couple hand tools last week, and he's interested in a set of Ware screwdrivers, so I don't know, maybe Christmas or something like that. But these are going to go to him, these Pittsburghs, which have honestly served me well. They've been good, but they're soft, and you know, like the teeth are all marred up and stuff like that from having them tightly on things. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for today. Have a great day.